Hi, what's up? My name's Marge. I'm an empath. I'm a Hiyoko Wise clown. Every day I do little reports. Esoteric things, I collect data and the astrology. I'm big on astrology. If more people just freaking took some time into getting to know themselves through their astrological chart, things would make so much more sense. I don't know, it's like, say that there is an ailment that, everybody knew a certain herb fixed or grew. You think that they would want, or a certain herb would remedy. And at some point, let's say the chicken pox, or no, that's not a terrible example with all the vaccine shit. God, there's so much stuff that is just not in my camp. I'm supposed to just really stay in your camp. So like stuff that's in my radar. How can I keep? People are just not peaceful within themselves, so it's showing up in a global way. And I believe that there is a lot of good in the world. I just think that there's been a lot of evil that has been allowed to, thrive, and that people have kept quiet for too long, and they're not doing that anymore. I'm pretty sure that it was a rat who came up with the phrase that, snitches get stitches. I'm pretty sure that it's a somebody dastardly that has tried to make, speaking truth, something that's something negative. There's just so many different forms of that human beings do so many weird things to cover up who they actually are. It's bizarre. I mean, good people don't want other people to know that they're really good people. That's weird. I can understand, like, keeping secrets if you're, a creepy perv, but, covering up the good stuff, that's just weird to me. There's a lot of secrets coming out, big time secrets coming out, never in the MJ story, and it's the thing of it is family members come out and they're like, my brother would not, that's not my brother, and blah blah blah, and I'm like, well, here's the thing of it. The time during the years, I remember the years of those accusations and where I was, and I recall, he was doing a lot of plastic surgery then, and he's quite the pill popper. Hell, he OD'd on drugs. And it's just, more verification that when you consume things like pills, synthetics, RX, all RX stands for, and they put it on, your pills, RX, right? They're just recipes. That's all RX is. It's recipe. It's Latin for recipe. Latin word, recipe, meaning to take, right? You don't even know what you're putting in you. People most of the time don't know. They're just like, oh, it'll make me feel good. They do it with alcohol, and alcohol literally removes your spirit. So yeah, your brother, very well, as you knew him, probably wasn't capable of those things. But your brother ingesting pills and consuming alcohol, doing those things that remove your spirit and bring you into a lower vibrational state that tells you that doing certain things are okay, that are not. We don't get to take the essence of another. The goodness. The goodness is like, I look at that as like your inner child, right? Something happens to us when we're a child, and it can either build us in character or break us down and make us small and feel smaller. And then as we grow, if we feel small, then we need expensive cars, and we need big houses, and we need shallow things to fill us up, to make us, weigh us down, to make us feel deeper. When all that people have to do to get from the shallow end to the deep end is speak from their heart. That's all that you have to do, is have open, honest, interactions. Because when people speak freely, let their walls down, and they can open and let all of their secrets out, that is how you get rid of your baggage. By coming clean with it. By not letting it, I don't let my sexual abuse, because the stuff that happened to me happened when I was a young girl. I don't let it affect me now, because it's part of my story, but it's only a small part. And there's other people that are coming in to recognizing that things that have happened to them, they are using it as tools to grow and to become more of who they are. I don't trust spiritual advice. You have all these little astrologists, you get some software, and, you pick up some patterns, and, you can read some charts and tell some people about some stuff, but you haven't had a whole lot of life experience. Those are not the spiritual teacher advisors that I seek. If you haven't had a whole lot of, if you haven't felt the depth of pain, and I'm going to end up on this, it was really cool. I am in line with Bradley Cooper for whatever reason. Ran across him in the opening in Tacoma when it was the day after he and Lady Gaga just closed production of, or a couple days after A Star Is Born. They, and for whatever reason, I'm in alignment with this guy. Now, in the last week, I've seen 2 different videos. I think it was the same interview that he and Oprah did, but it was like 2 3-minute excerpts, and I saw him at like one day, and then a few days later I saw this excerpt in another one. And in the first one, he was telling the story about when his daughter was first born, he would sit in the nursery, and he would look in his daughter's face, and he would see his dad's face in his daughter's face, and to the point that he was like, "Dad?" And then that was one video, and then the second video, he was talking about how he had an experience when his father passed in 2011. His father took his last breath, and Bradley Cooper felt like he breathed him in, and that's their energy fields merging. I help people pass. I've been around when people have passed on, when it's been able. It's part of my calling, and it's because I mean, these are things that I've done, and then I read my horoscope, and it even says I would be you could be a fireman, a policeman, a this or that, and could be a hospice worker. These are careers that might you be excelling, right? So, and I'm like, Bradley, you just explained reincarnation. Your dad, I mean, yes, that timeline exists because it's true to him. And if I ever get to meet him, I want to tell him this, is that yes, that timeline exists, that you did take in your father's last breath. And when you're in love with your gal, you guys created the energy of your daughter. It encompasses the spirit of your father, because you are all part of the same soul tribe. And it's very beautiful. So, things are trippy. Just, believe in yourself, Don't believe in other people over you. Don't take other people's word for nothing. And chill out for this Mercury retrograde. It's only 3 weeks. It's been a freaking energetic beast lately. And, I know things are freeing up a little bit. And I'm feeling the heat of the sun lately. And things are pretty good. And, when things just feel weird and rough, just know this too shall pass. The kicker of it is, when life gets real good too, the unfortunate side of it is this too shall pass. So, take it with a grain of salt. I hope you have a rad day. Peace.